All right, guys, I can kind of try and explain what was going on in this video here with this outlet that we found. So throughout this apartment complex, these had been installed. These are kind of decorative covers you put on top of the outlets instead of replacing old and dingy outlets. Sometimes they're just, they look old or they had been painted over. So people use those covers to kind of dress them up to make the place look like it has been remodeled or flipped. As you can see here, this one was in pretty bad shape. When we removed the cover, the actual plastic parts on the front of the outlet were completely gone. Here's another one that wasn't completely off, but was already broken and everything, and we can go over why that happened. This is an old outlet that we have that we've replaced at some point in a customer's house. What happens a lot of times is outlets, after being used for years and years, especially in the more popular areas in the houses, you can see how it goes in there, but it's not really, nothing's holding it. Basically, the outlet's just gotten way too loose, and you'll have outlets that are falling down like that when you're plugging stuff in like a vacuum, and then they'll just be extremely loose and not being held in by the outlet. So as you can see inside of here, there are little prongs. It's just pressure that holds these outlets in, and over time they may get loose, and then when they are loose, it causes a lot of heat to be created, and the metal expands and then contracts once your load is gone, and it causes the connection to get even looser as time goes on. To make matters worse, when you're installing this on top of the plastic cover and on top of the outlet, you're actually pushing the plug farther out away from the outlet, causing the connection to get even looser and looser until eventually it's getting so hot that it breaks up the plastic, and that's why it had broken off. It gets extremely hot and it becomes brittle and then actually falls apart in the outlet. And just putting a cover on it could have made the problem worse, or they could have known the problem was there and thought that just putting this cover on there could solve the problem, when in reality they just needed a new outlet. A couple reasons for this. Once again, the prongs will stay tight to the outlet, making sure that there isn't any more loose connections and problems with the outlet. If they did want to go with a newer decor look, because they like that look better, just installing a decor outlet that's new, that has tight connections inside of it, that wouldn't cause any problems, is the way to go. Not using this way out. Instead of putting that cover, replacing it with a newer outlet allows it to be much tighter, much more secure connection that doesn't come loose at just anything. And it causes a much better connection, which prevents heat from building up and cracking this cover. I hope that helped explain everything. If you have any other questions, drop them in the comments. Thanks.